What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, my 4C gang? Cooking, comedy, cussing, and cocktails. Cooking, comedy, cussing, and cooking, comedy, cussing, cocktail. The original 4C gang for life every day. The baddest gang in these YouTube streets. Okay, let's see. Hey, Shawanda, the best moderator in these streets. Ellis in Wonderland, how you doing? I want to tell you thank you to Ellis. Thank you for always watching. Thank you for when you donate. Well, not donate, but when you support the channel. I appreciate that. Trust and believe it never goes unnoticed. I thank you for always tuning in. Of course, my second wife. What can I say? The second best coochie on YouTube. No, I'm just the second best coochie. Okay. What? Don't judge me. Judge your damn self. Okay, yeah, we're gonna get a chance to let little people to come in here. I want to talk about the live we had last night when we had look at my second wife laughing. I just want to talk about the live last night because Queen the Queen felt some type of way. And I've known her almost 30 years. Hey, they go upward. April said, I cannot. You my second wife. You know that, April. You already know that. We ain't even got to debate that. You my second wife. So, anyway, I'm going to drop the link for anybody that wants to come up now, and I'll talk about it. I'm going to give it a little chance for some people to come up in here. And because then there were videos made that, ooh, they drug that Queen the Queen was drug over here. I don't think she was. I don't. Hold on, let me open this candy bar. I know that she felt some type of way because I talked to her. And hold on. So I'm gonna drop this link for anybody want to come up. I know the people that she thought came for her. She felt some type of way about it. And I felt like she held her own. The last thing I would ever want is her to feel some type of way about the 4C game. I always say, everybody's, has a right to their opinion and all of that and that good stuff. Now, Tiffany is the one I think came for her the hardest. Ella said that certainly did not happen. I feel it too. I don't think she was drug over here. I think that she was questioned. And people had questions. So I do not want her feeling that way because she truly is a friend of mine who I've known for years. Hopefully she see this. I don't know if she's going to hit the panel or not. So she can express that. But 4C gang, I feel like that was an exaggeration. It was so. Because then nobody dragged her. Nobody dragged her. It was some people taking up for her. But I never would want her to come over here to the 4C game and feel that type of way. Now, when people were saying that she was clout chasing, I never would put that on her. When she joined YouTube, I told her I would do anything I can to help her. So that is why I allow her on my platform. I allow her to speak her mind. I don't look at, so anybody that says she's clout chasing, I don't know too many people on YouTube. You have very few people that on YouTube that have not clout chased in one form or fashion. I just happen to be one of the people that has never clout chased. I've stood on my own, tried to get it on my own, and it is what it is. But I don't mind sharing my platform with someone to help them get ahead. Like we should have her at a 1K already. So anybody that's not subscribe to her. Can y'all do me a favor and please subscribe to her channel? Let's get her to 1K. 1K. And I'm one of these people. I always say, you have to have a tough skin in order to do this as a content creator. They played my mama funeral on here and called her a dead, ugly bitch, and that ugly bitch is dead and she ain't coming back. You know, I don't know how many people could have handled that. You know, that's tough. I got through that because I know them bitches don't know my mama. You know, you had a white guy on here talking about her makeup. And when I saw his mama, and she looked like the walking dead, her damn self, you know, but you got to, people are going to comfort you. It ain't, you will never be able to do something and 100% of the people like it. You got some people that will wake up. They wake up miserable. They wake up miserable. They wake up and try to make as many people just as unhappy as they are, because misery love company. Come on, come by. So the people that are in here, and I know we got some in the bushes, put a 1 in the chat if y'all think that they drugged Queen last night. Put a 2 in the chat if you don't think they did it. I don't think she was drugged over here. I really don't. And if people thought she was drugged, then they don't know the definition of, or they don't know what dragging somebody here. I believe that she was asked questions. Okay, Ella put it 2. Oh, put it 2. Now, you were one of the people, let's just keep it real, that she felt like you came for her. I don't agree with that. I didn't see that. Now, I think Tiffany, whoever Tiffany is, that was my first time seeing Tiffany, I believe. She was open and I think she's the one that said the most. She's the one that said the most. And I would never want a friend of mine to come over here and get drugged. If I felt that, y'all know I would have said something. But I wasn't feeling good last night. I had just took my medicine. And so maybe I wasn't as attentive as I should have been. But I look back at the video, I think some people thought she was defensive. You know, some people feel some type of way. She got married. She married somebody in Africa. You know, if that was the role for her, that's her role. I don't know who it is. I watched some of Michael Stovall's live where he said they drug her. I disagree with that. Even when, but that's my opinion, even when I said to her, I don't think Stovall had anything to do with it. Now, I saw his live and he was exaggerating. He was like, because CMA said, bitch. No, I said, I don't think. But if you look on the other side, I don't know, maybe somebody because he did put her address up. So maybe it could have been Vanessa and her husband. She don't know how they look. Who am I to say whether somebody followed her or not? I don't know. But if she say that, I believe it. I believe it. Now, I think Upward was questioning her, like, why didn't you make a police report and all that then? Which I think was a legitimate question. You know, but it's hard when you have not people coming for you. But we gotta realize this, when we put something out there, that's just like if I put out here, I'm having this evasive surgery. And I'm telling y'all I'm scared and all of that. And then I don't say anything else. And then y'all see me here the next day and I'm sitting here doing this. And Mike, what did you do with the face out? They right here, I'm gonna hand them to you. I don't know why she set them right here. These are face towels that I had. You need two? Yeah, because they'll give me some more in the morning. Here you go, my brother. Okay, you good? I'm gonna go to the store just a little for you. Okay, go ahead. All right. Let me know when you're ready to come out. So with that being said, we like this is like on Facebook. When people are in a relationship and it's going good, they putting up pictures of them walking on the beach, holding hands, and this and that. And then all of a sudden, you never see any more pictures of them. So now people are asking, what's going on? And then you have somebody go, that's my business, that's my business. No, we are part of that relationship too. We were a part of it when y'all was together. I want to shit. Now we want to know that now that we didn't all broke up. Shit, I'm invested in the relationship. So even the part of everybody coming for her when she said she was scared in the airport and all of that. And people say, well, if that happened, how could you want to go back? Maybe we took it the wrong way. Because I've talked to her. I don't care if she was going next. She could have been traveling in the United States. I still would have been worried. But I think a lot of people has come up against her enough that all I do is pray that everything is right. But I do see where people would have questions, and they could not have questions if y'all can't question me about something I don't tell y'all. Come on, somebody. You only can question me about what I put out here. And I don't say anything that I can't handle or cannot. And this is my thing. I'm not going to be defensive about somebody asking me, well, I thought you was going to do this. You said this. See, a lot of people on here will change the narrative, blame other people instead of taking the blame themselves. And I'm just one of those type of people. If you ain't got tough skin, you can't do this. People have said stuff about me. Hold on, I'm opening up this other. People have said stuff about me that I thought was funny. When I was looking at Snowball's video, because I looked at it, first time I ever looked at a whole video. But when he was like, we were something about actors, I just bust out laughing because I thought it was funny. And only the truth hurts. If I never got on stage again, baby, I done did more than what most people ever done, traveling the country, and not with 100 people in the chat, with 2,000 to 3,000 people live in the audience. Come on. I thank God for the talents that He's given me. And I would tell y'all this. Queen is one of the most talented women I've ever met. She has wrote several plays. And I have opened up for her plays, and she has paid me my money, good money. And not only that, the plays were sold out, standing room only, and good plays. She did a play about her best friend who died of COVID. Let me tell y'all this story. She had a best friend. I can't remember her name. I'm so sorry. But the best friend was married to her high school sweetheart. And they had, I think, maybe 6 kids, all girls and one boy. And this was during COVID. And so the husband got sick and was in the hospital, but they had already planned this trip. So the husband told her, no, don't waste that money. Y'all go ahead and go. She goes out of town. The husband is on a ventilator now. This is when COVID first hit. The wife gets sick when they were out of town. She goes into the hospital. She dies. When she died one day, her husband died the next day. Both of them died. This is Queen Queen's best friend. for years. And it was, I mean, it was all on the news. It was devastating. And I know that that took a toll on Queen of Queen. To lose your best friend, your side. If you saw one, you saw the other. They had did several of Queen of Queen's plays. And so Queen of Queen wrote a play. Oh my God, I can't remember the name of it. I opened up and did comedy. Not only was it sold out, it was such a powerful play. It had me crying, especially because I knew the people and I knew the story. And I saw the kids sitting on the front row. She honored the children. It's a lot of good in her. So when people go, you know, and a lot of time, you know, just like even her when she reached out to Stovall after he talked about her, that was just a Christian in her. And I know he has questioned her Christianity, but I'm telling you, she loves God. She loves God. And so I hate that she felt that way because I know how my Forcy gang is. We don't do anything maliciously or intentionally to be maliciously. And I'm telling y'all, if y'all knew the work that this woman, the things that she has done in the community, I also did something. She had a seminar for young Black men. It was certain ages. And she had speakers. I was one of the speakers. She had a judge. She had a judge. It was maybe 5 of us that all were able to speak. And I just told my story as a Black man. And it was a beautiful thing. A beautiful thing. First of all, when we got in the dressing room, it was food galore. I'm talking to the judge was in the room and he was like, "You ever been arrested?" I said, "You know what we're not gonna do, Judge? Is talk about my record." He just busted. But he's a judge right now that if I ever went, because he gave me my number and we hit it off so good, that I would call him and ask him for advice. But this was something she put together free. She's always giving back to the community. When I gave the neighborhood barbecue in honor of my mother and father, she jumped in and was on the ball. She got a sponsor. We had about 8 or 9 sponsors. Even though you had some people on YouTube that want to talk about it like it wasn't a success. If it had only been 2 people there, it would have been a success. But we fed over 100 and something people, gave them hygiene kits. She got people the hot dogs galore. Somebody bought the barbecue pit. They bought pop. I mean, it was just a beautiful thing, and that was all. She was the catalyst behind that. So if I'm ever doing anything or I'm throwing anything or something like that, she would be the first one I'd call to say, "Hey, look, how about can we do this?" And a lot of people may not understand her choices, or we don't know what anybody's story. And I just believe that I don't think Upward was coming from a malicious standpoint. I don't know Tiffany, but I think Tiffany was, and I think that Queen of Queen handled her well. I really do. I really do. And I don't ever want to get into a position on YouTube where I feel like I have to defend myself. I don't do that. I don't defend myself to anybody. I don't have to. But I do think if we put some things out here and people question us, why not give them an answer? Because we put that out here. I always say that I'm well endowed. If anybody ever want to see a picture, I'm going to show it. Oh, I had 3 DMs now. No. But yes, y'all, I don't want Queen to feel that way. I've known her forever. It seems like I think a lot of things she do are misconstrued, or maybe, you know, it's a point of I may not ever do. Look, I would never marry somebody from Africa and all of that, but who's to say that that wasn't right for her? Who's to say that that was not right for her? That was the role that she took. But I also tell her, you told the story. Couldn't nobody judge you if you did not tell that story. I never brought it up because that was her story to tell. And when she told it, rightfully so, there was going to be some questions. Like when AG was like, hold up, something don't, the story. And AG wasn't wrong to answer ask the question or make that statement. I don't think I never even knew she made it, but and I don't think that Upward was wrong to question the what word am I looking for? Okay. But anyway, so I don't want Queen to Queen. I told her I was going live. I don't know. I think she said she wasn't coming or whatever. I just didn't want her to feel like we were attacking her over here or the 4C game was attacking her. And the person that did say the most isn't someone that we ever really see over here. I think, it was a troll. I don't know who Tiffany is. I've never seen Tiffany. If I did, I don't remember. If I did, I don't remember. But I also say, if she said somebody was following her, that's what she saw. That's what we saw. That's what she saw. And validity. Okay, you know what? Thank you, you smart white woman. I knew you would know the damn answer, you smart white woman from the suburb. No. Thank you, Upward. Upward, do you want to hit the panel to explain? Because she felt like you were a little harder on her. And my point of view of that, I don't think you were. I think she was just in a place that she felt like people were coming from her. I think she took what Tiffany said and added that to everybody. Now every question asked to me, I have to be defensive. I got, you know what I'm saying? Or, she just could say, fuck yeah. I told her, she ain't gonna take off that Christian hat. I would if I felt that way. And she is truly a friend of mine. And, and she was, I took that medicine, might leave Upward alone. What, April? I'm just saying. It's a question. Hold on, let's see. Hello, troublemaker. No, I'm messing. What's going on?
Huh?
How you doing, baby?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I am blessed and highly favored, walking in my purpose. So it's no secret you and I talk a lot outside of YouTube. But I've never told you what to say or what you could say, what you cannot say. You never said that to me. You're your own person. So last night, when you were making your comments or the questions, Queen felt like you were coming for her somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
And I wonder, what is your thing? Do you feel like I just thought you asked questions you wanted to know the answers to?
Mm-hmm. Basically, yeah, I did have questions because.
Okay, hold on a minute. Here's Clayton is going to hit the panel. This is good. I'm glad. So we talk it out as grown people. Okay, hold on. Let me add her to the stage. My friend of almost 30 years, if not over a little bit.
I'm literally just like coming in here, so I don't know what has transpired. I saw that you were live, and I just clicked the link. We had Bible study tonight, so I couldn't catch you from the beginning. Hey, Upward, how you doing?
I'm okay. How are you?
Okay, so I was just going, but let me kind of summarize this.
Okay.
I was telling people how you felt that people were coming at you a little sideways, and I said that, and I was trying to explain that I don't know who the person Tiffany was. I think that was a troll. I think now I saw that. I also said I think people asked questions they wanted to know. So, but you said you felt that Upward was one of those ones too. So Upward was just about to
Mike,
explain.
I love
So
how you
let me
do
say
this though. Michael, I love how you do this. You know what I'm saying?
what?
Listen, at the end of the day, some of the questions that was asked, I'm like, wow. What it kind of took me was the comment. I don't know who said it, was that, I'm kind of looking at her sideways. And I'm thinking, this is what I'm thinking, y'all. I'm like, I'm just up here chilling with Mike, chilling or whatever. Yeah, we're discussing about what's happening. But how do you derive looking at me sideways? Because I hope I'm saying this right. I really am. That I didn't make the report of somebody who could have been allegedly following me quickly. Quicker. You know what I'm saying? So that does that reflect on my character? I thought that was kind of weird. You understand what I'm saying? And then I don't know the other comments that was made, but it was kind of off center. Like I didn't know what was going on. How is this whole situation that's going on reflected of my character when I did not cause the situation? And I have been consistently Michael's friend. You know what I'm saying? And he knows me for real. And so I didn't understand those comments. It didn't seem like stuff was just like growing. Like everybody's like, yeah, we looking at her sideways. Like, for what? Like for real. I mean, what would I have I said in the 15 minutes that I was on there, or the 20 minutes I was on there that made you feel sideways? And then there was one more thing, and then I'll let you respond. I'm trying to think. I lost my thought. But the question of character. Oh, clout chasing. There's no way in the world that I ever will be chasing Michael for clout, because I'm already established in my real life. You understand what I'm saying? YouTube is a panel that I use to uplift individuals, discuss meaningful content, or just be up here talking. But I'm not looking for clout on YouTube because I'm already established as in my personal life. This is not what this app don't mean mean that much to me like it do to others.
Okay, now I'm gonna say this, and then Upward you can respond. I stated, because you didn't see the whole video, that when you came to YouTube, I offered you of course I'm gonna help you. I've known you forever. So when you come to my platform, that's because it's not cloud chasing. If somebody has told you, I will help you do this, I will help you get through that, I will teach you what you need to know.
So Michael, even with that, when I come on your panel, honestly, yeah, okay, it's gonna help my channel. I get that, but that's not my intention when I come up here. I come up here to laugh and joke and talk.
But I offered that to you, so it's not like doing it. I'm the one that said, "Hey, I'll help you whatever you need." Okay, so we'll let Upward go ahead and respond.
Okay. So shout out everything. Okay. I was the one. Queen. I was the one that made. I said that. I was like. I'm a one thing you need.
Hold on, you going in and out. Is she going in and out to other people?
I'm gonna mute myself.
And I'm gonna mute myself. And so let's see. Okay, hold on, let's mute.
Okay, so testing 1, 2, 3. That's better. Okay. I was the one that made the statement that I'm looking at you sideways, because I'm like, huh? If I heard everything right, like I thought I heard, because as you were explaining, you were saying that first off, I heard it was just a lot. It was a loaded story. So I was trying to dissect it as I'm listening. And like Mike said, we then listened and listened. So at this point of the game, I'm vested in the story. And I was originally genuinely concerned. And let me just give the ending first, and then I'll go back to the beginning. I genuinely was concerned. But when you came back with that comment, which I took, it was off-putting to me. And I took it as, it was a slick comment. When you said, what was it? I'm gonna have to paraphrase it, that you move at your own pace or your own time. Okay, you move at your own time. But on the same token, the stuff that I heard, it just didn't make sense. Like, okay, if I'm understanding right, for one, you said somebody was following you. And all of this is after you were doxxed and exploited on the internet, right? So then you say that somebody was following you, a strange car, all of these things. And I'm like, okay, well, to me, I would perceive that as a threat. If going along with the timeline and the chain of events, somebody's following you that you have no idea who it is. Never seen them, can't identify them, but yet they're following you. And you said that you were going to report it, but at an appointed date and time. To me, that didn't pass the logic test. And
Okay, well, it's already reported today. So the appointment was today that I had with the detective. And so that's already taken. It happened Friday. So the appointment was today. It was always a set time. I don't know if you heard me say that on Michael's Live, that I had a set time to meet with him.
You know what? Like I told you yesterday, yesterday I told you, I at this point, I don't care. I came up here to tell you, and I'm not saying this to be mean, because I don't want to be a source of pain or heartache or anything for you. That's not who I am. I'm not that person. But again, I let you talk, or I sat back and I listened. I didn't let you do anything, but I sat back and I listened while you spoke. That was all I was looking for here. So, yeah, I just, I hate that you felt the way you felt, if that's in fact how you felt, because I don't want to contribute to that in a negative way. If anything, the things that I've said about you, and I will say until the end of time, is that I've never thought anything you said or done on here seemed to be malicious, like you were evil spirited. I could never peg you with that. However, that story you gave yesterday, and I'm gonna be honest and shoot straight from the hip, it did not make a whole lot of sense. But I'm glad you reported it. That's all I have.
So I understand what you're saying. I'm just trying to understand what didn't make sense. That happened. Do you not believe that it happened, or you didn't understand that I did report it that Friday? What So I genuinely am, because I don't want you to think that sometimes people have a tendency to make things bigger than what they are. And even if you go back and watch the live, I even said, I don't know who these people are. I don't know if it's connected to the Stovall thing or whatever that is. All I know is that this happened. And there was always an intent to report it. I always knew that I was going to report it. I guess people look at that and say, hey, you didn't report it that day, so maybe you're not taking it as serious as you should be. I most definitely am. And so I, did what I had to do today. But at the end of the day, what I'm learning is that we cannot please everybody, and everybody is entitled to their own opinion on here. And I've been saying that for a couple of days now. People could say and do what they want on here, as long as I know that it's not reflective of who I am and my character. I am at peace. I really am. But when people start to question me being sincere about the whole situation, and to be honest, I'm only following through with this because it's an ongoing thing, and it was requested of me by the sergeant. You understand what I'm saying? But to be honest, I am over this. I really am over this. I hate that this even happened. You know what I'm saying?
And let me say this. I can tell you this. Upward has been your biggest cheerleader when it comes to you. Anytime her and I have discussion, because she know the longevity of our friendship. And I always said to Clayleen when she Queen, I said, when you come on here, there's going to be some people that's going to try to befriend you because of our association with each other. That has happened there, but Queen has been the one that has said, you know what? She has your back. I don't think she's ever done anything maliciously to you. Maybe being naive a little bit, because another thing that people had a problem with was, how can she reach out to Michael Solo when I did a whole video letting him have it about you? And yet, but I said that's just the Christian in you, to still trying to give people the benefit of the doubt.
Who I am. That's who I am.
I will say this. But listen, I will say this. But I will say this. Upward has never said anything negatively about you to me. What she did? Hey, Miss, I'm not saying you said that.
For 1 second.
No, I know you didn't say that. Hold up, Queen. I know you didn't say that. I was just saying that to say that I don't want you to think her statement from last night derived from anything else. It came from that last night.
Honestly, I don't. I do not, and this is what it's going to be. I don't have no ill feelings towards Upward at all. Did the questions catch me off guard? Yeah, it did catch me off guard. But guess what? We grown women. This is nothing. You understand what I'm saying? This is nothing. Trust and believe. I don't got no ill wills towards you, Upward. You know what I'm saying? I don't, because I got so many other things going on in my life. You understand what I'm saying? I am a loyal friend to Michael. I don't got nothing against the 4C gang. People be sideways.
Queen, we're not gonna do that. Queen, we're not gonna do that. So why did you say to me, it's either you or Upward? And I had to make a choice. And I
Michael,
said, I'm joking.
No, for real, y'all. Listen, this is like turning into something that I did not want it to be. And if anybody truly been watching my channel, y'all know this is not me at all. You understand what I'm saying? This is not me at all. Was I caught off guard? Yeah, I was caught off guard. Me and Michael spoke about it, and that's it. Because at the end of the day, you can't change people's opinion about you. People gonna say stuff about you or whatever it is. That don't mean that it's true. You understand what I'm saying? So we moving on. I've already made a decision that I'm not addressing that whole situation on that other content creator show. We're not addressing that no more. I'm taking the energy out of that, and I'm going to continue to do what I do best, and that's encourage other people and have good conversation on my channel. And that's exactly the trajectory that we will be going on.
Well, I don't know. I'm glad you did what you needed to do, but honestly, I think when you bring a story like that and you're speaking, it's one thing if you're sitting and you're talking in your little friend group, like, yeah, this happened, that happened, da 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 da. But you're here on a YouTube platform and you're sharing this information. And I mean, yeah, some of the listeners may be brain dead, but some of us aren't. And so when you tell a story like what you were telling, not knowing everybody's background, everybody's got different backgrounds, and some of us have different cognitive abilities. Some of us are able to critically think with the information that's before us. And again, it wasn't an attack on you. When I asked you the questions, I was like, when I heard it, I was like, wait a minute. And I did make the statement. Yes, I'm kind of looking at her sideways after what she exposed.
So I want to know what triggered you. What did you not understand? I mean, what was the problem?
I wasn't triggered. Let me make that clear. I wasn't triggered. I was confused. I was seeking clarification. So that was my attempt when I spoke to you, or when I was typing to you. I said, I was specifically asking you. I was saying in the chat, like, let me get this straight. Again, you're saying somebody's following you that you don't know. And I mean, I'm piecing it together. They're following you, you don't know them, but you're gonna report it to the detective. I'm like, well, wait a minute. That's happening at some other point in time, but when, I don't know, because you didn't disclose that.
Yeah,
However,
I said it on there. I said I have an appointment with them this Monday, which is today.
okay, I didn't hear Monday. And again, I was invested in the story, but as far as the critical details was in your story, as far as when you're reporting it, I mean, just my thing is, okay, you didn't say that you reported it then, and that's what threw me for a loop. It's like, okay, if I'm feeling threatened or feeling some type of way, somebody's following me that I don't recognize, don't know,
Yeah, but I wasn't threatened though. You know that, and I think I had said that lie. I said, yeah, it was a weird situation. I'm not gonna say that it wasn't. Yeah, it was weird, but I didn't feel threatened. However, I knew I was going to be speaking to them about it. You know what I'm saying? So, I honestly, even now with my address and stuff, it was a concern to me, and I took precaution because yeah, it's out there. But I still been moving the same way I've been moving. You know what I'm saying? I still been going to work. You know, whatever. And I'm at peace. Like I say, because God is protecting. You know.
Clay, hold on, let me say this. Now, Michael Stovall is backstage. Clay, are you willing to talk to him?
I don't care. Michael, listen, I don't care.
Okay, I'm going to bring him up.
I guess in the
'Cause
meantime,
maybe we can get a lot of things. Maybe we get a lot of things.
Can I ask? Okay.
Go ahead. What?
I was gonna say, wait,
Hold on.
I guess
I'm on mute, so keep breaking up. I'm on mute.
I guess I was really just trying to understand. By sharing the platform, what was your end goal? And again, I'm not trying to attack you or whatever. Like I was trying to understand last night, I think some people interpret what I'm saying or what I'm asking as, an attack. I'm not here to attack. I'm trying to understand. It's not my issue, but I was trying to understand your issue. I did have empathy, and like I said, up and until you gave the response, I move on my own time. That to me was kind of off-putting, but I pressed on, and that's why I said, look, at this point, I really don't care. And that's exactly how I felt. And again, it's not that I'm here to attack you or whatever. I was just trying to understand, and what I'm trying to understand, even after you explained now, like, okay, well, what was your end goal? Were you wanting support? Were you wanting sympathy? Were you wanting?
No, I didn't want anything. I was just talking about it. That's what I was trying. When I came up here upward, I was just chilling with Mike. It wasn't to even talk about the Michael Stovall thing. It wasn't even to talk about what had happened. I actually remembered it while I was on the live, and I was talking about it. It wasn't that live when I went up there. It wasn't intentional. I was just up here talking and chilling with Mike. So it wasn't no gold. I wasn't trying to gain no sympathy because I don't need no sympathy. Because and let me say this upward. The way I talk, I don't want you to take it as being aggressive. That's just my my character. That's just me. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes it does sound like an angry black woman. I ain't even gonna lie.
Well, I'm not angry. I'm happy. I just got done with a wonderful Bible class and worship. I feel good, but I just want people to get clarity. I don't come out here to set nothing up or to do no baits, nothing. I was just out here talking to Michael about it. You know what I'm saying? And so I hope everybody is clear. This thing has grown bigger than what I wanted to be. It makes you not even want to discuss things because I see now people interpret it as, like you just said, what do you want? That you want sympathy, that you want. I don't want none of that, guys. You don't have to give me no sympathy. Y'all don't got to do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because it's already been done, and I'm good. I'm good. Trust and believe. Hi, Michael.
Okay, yeah, let me say this. Now, we have Michael Stovall here. I have a lot of questions. I have a lot of questions for Michael Stovall. And I'm just saying, we'll let him talk. The point of how we got to where we are, and I just want to be able to agree on this. When you were on my panel, and I said to you that, because you kept saying a lot of times you didn't like the way Two Praise talked about my mom, and I said, you have talked about it. I didn't say that out of maliciousness. I said that just being truthful. I had no idea when you got off my panel that you would start making videos, and to this day, but I'm so beyond that. But what I don't get is that even with the stuff that you say, Michael is the reason why people think I was dead, which is untrue. I did this because CMA did. It's like you blame me for everything. I have no. Yeah, I think it's best for him to drop down because he wasn't going to answer those. I get that, but so we can stop talking about that now. What happened to? Let me see.
So Michael, yeah, I don't want nobody to defend it. I don't want nobody. When I came up here and said what I said about the following and stuff, it was just me telling what had happened. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't no story. It wasn't no novel. It wasn't me being extra or ooh, look what's happening. Look what they doing to me. I literally was just talking and say, this happened to me. Something odd happened to you today, and you sitting there telling your friend, and I just so happened to be on the panel, and we just so happened to be on the app. Y'all know what happened to me, this, and I said, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's going on. I said, but that was weird, I said, but I'm gonna most definitely, tell the person. And I guess that triggered them, like, why you ain't do it just then? Because I already knew I was meeting with them. You know what I'm saying? I didn't feel threatened. Was it weird? Yeah, it was weird. But I feel like people are interpreting way too much in what people say out here on these YouTube. Whatever I tell y'all, that's exactly what it is. It ain't no backstory. It ain't no extra layer. You know what I'm saying? I ain't putting on for y'all. I don't know. I don't know, Mike.
Hold on. Let me say the word side-eye. I don't think she meant it in the way that it sounded. Because I think that's that word. If side-eye hadn't been in here, maybe that was the way I said I don't understand the story. I believe she meant it that way. Not that. Now, the Tiffany person, I don't know. But I like the fact that people take accountability, because y'all see I just let Stovall up here, and when I was just breaking it down, they dropped down. It's good. That's my last chance ever reaching out. You won't hear me say anything more about him. But I'm glad that you was able to say what she said. Because like I said, I think that you taking the word side eye. And maybe that was the wrong word, because it makes you say, well, I'm looking at you differently. She was
Michael, if I say Michael,
I think she meant she was side-eyeing the story, not you. Do that make sense?
Maybe so. I don't want to be offensive, and I'm not. I don't got nothing against it. This, what I'm saying. Honest to God, I don't. But I responded that way because it was brought to me initially. You know what I'm saying? It's just like if you say something like that, that term is genuinely like a little jab. And it ain't really too bad, but it's like a little jab. You know what I'm saying? So if you say that to me and I respond, you then now can't say, well, I'm off foot for saying that because you initially said that to me. So I'm responding to that. You know what I'm saying? But I get it. Saying that, but I didn't say this side.
I was more taken back with what Tiffany said, whatever that was. She was the one that said, I don't trust her. That, but you also had people like,
you don't trust me. I don't you.
But but you had people like Miss Smith saying, taking up also in the and I said this to you when you first came to YouTube. I said there are people that will come at it just like you can drug now. I don't say that. That is why I let it just
Michael, I
really go
did
that bad.
always go back to that. I'm always go back to that. Like I'm some little baby wandering around in the wilderness on YouTube. I know exactly what you're talking about. And I don't discuss that. I get it.
You are sucking on a pacifier right now as we speak.
I can't
You
even
are,
hear
baby.
you. I can't even hear you.
I don't know. Go ahead.
No, what I'm saying is you go back. I'm saying I'm a good judge of people, Michael. I really am. I really am. And it wasn't that I was naive to this platform. I was not naive to this platform, Michael. People are just being people. People are going to do what people want to do. You understand what I'm saying? All day, every day. And it's not really nothing that you can do with it. Either you're going to engage in the situation or you're not. You know what I'm saying? It's up to you if you're going to respond and if you're not. And then it's just going to continue to perpetuate itself over and over again, you know? So I get it. I totally understand it. Let me tell y'all something. This going to be, I promise y'all, I don't want to keep on talking about this, you know what I'm saying? But it keep growing layers and layers and layers and layers and layers and layers.
You're making it deeper than what it is. I don't think it's going layer. That upward, who I deal with, and I deal with you. And I know she didn't mean it that way. So other than that, all the other shit can fall by the wayside. The other people that's talking, that is just what it is. So, and when I say that, I don't say that you're weak or anything. I know you way better than that. But I'm saying that even when you come out, like I said, why reach out to try to explain something to somebody? You say you're a good judge of character. Reaching out to somebody that I know was going to turn on you anyway. And that is the thing. So that was not a good judge of character because I pre-warned you.
No, it wasn't to judge a character. If how that person responds, that's how they respond. That's what it says. That ain't got to do with what I do. If I want to talk to them and say, hey, that ain't what I'm about, I don't do that, then that's my prerogative.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's my
prerogative. Well, I want people to know this, that we are friends. We've been friends for a long time. You and I, we disagree on a lot of things. A lot of things. But that has not once stopped us from being friends. It is what it is. Do I feel a sense of, I feel like, even when I did the video, a queen reading a queen, that I did that out of because I felt my friend was being attacked for no apparent reason. Or for you, like I told you when you first came out, you was like, I'm going to tell you, I know CMA, and blah, blah, blah. I said, you do not have to explain that to them because they're going to think what they want to think anyway. And when people say, y'all can say what y'all want about CMA, but he's a nice person and blah, 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 I don't give a fuck what some of these people think because I know who I am. I know what comes with the territory. I know, you and I have traveled this country. You know, we some unemployed actors, but
yeah, but that's not true because I'm booked to go here.
But I thought that was funny when they said that.
Oh,
that, you know,
I'm booked to here.
Well, I was trying to mute too. But anyway, I had really just, my main concern was you and Upward because Upward has gotten me through many days as well as you. The way I call you in the middle of the night, I can be crying and booing about my mama and y'all be there half asleep. I appreciate that. And I know personally that Upward has nothing but the best intentions for you. And so I just think that word side-eye, I think that's what triggered you, but I don't think that she meant it. She was side-eyeing the situation and not you. That makes sense. Okay, I'm muting myself so you can talk.
I'm saying it's been reported. You know what I'm saying? It's been reported. So everybody who has concerns about, or whatever, it's been reported.
And hold on. And people in there were genuinely concerned for you, genuinely concerned. And that's why you had some people say, why didn't you report it right then? They were concerned because if somebody was following you, they would want to know that. And like I said, I don't want people to take it when I said Stonewall didn't have anything to do with it. But Stonewall, it was on his channel that your address was put up there. And that is a form of doxing.
I made a point. Say I didn't know if it was them. You know what I'm saying? I made it a point. I said, I don't know what's going on. I was like, I don't know if that's the correct verbiage, but I made it a point because I don't want to just come out and say, oh, they did that. I don't know what they did. I don't know those people. I don't know what they look like. I'm just saying that event occurred. And you know what I'm saying? And so people just took that and like, why didn't you, first of all, and I'm gonna be dead honest with y'all. And maybe y'all may think, oh, she ain't taking it as serious, so I'm not gonna do it. Whatever you want to do, whatever floats your boat, do that. That happened on the way from work, okay? I was tired. You understand what I'm saying? I said, I know I'm gonna be meeting these people Monday. I will tell them Monday. I wasn't feeling well. You know what I'm saying? And so that's a lot of that played into that. You understand? So I did it when I did it. Did I take it serious? Yeah, I took it serious. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's done. But again, I don't move when people tell me to move. And I'm not out here to rationalize and make things make sense for other people. As long as it makes sense for me, then we good. You know what I'm saying? Whether you believe it or not, or whether you believe it or not, it doesn't matter.
As you should. But we cannot be surprised or taken back when questions are asked about something that we put out here. I don't say anything here.
What are you talking about? No. I wasn't taken back by no question. I was taken back by the remark. I was taken back how people say, I don't trust her, or you got me side eye. And I'm like, for what?
You have to listen to me. You got to listen to me.
I'm listening.
You're talking aggressively. It's going to be all right. Let's breathe. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm saying this. People, whatever we say on here is what we put out here. And people are going to have an opinion. And you have a right to react to it. However, that's my thing. We're never going to appease 100% of the people. Now, I think that just as well as you told your story, you felt you can move the way you want to move. I still think that upward asking a question was valid.
You trying to act like I'm saying her stuff was valid. That's not what I'm saying.
Wait. I didn't say that. You said I can move when I want to move. That's the same way you say that. It's the same way somebody asks a question. That's why that's both of y'all and how you felt. You have a right to the way you want to move, and she had a right to ask that question because it was put out.
I never said she didn't, Michael. I ain't never said that woman couldn't say what she wanted to say or ask a question. I said I was taken back that she said she was looking at me sideways. Because the term sideways means fraudulent. And you know that, Michael. The term sideways means fraudulent, and you know that, Michael. So it took it there. Somebody said that in the chat. You'll be like, wait a minute.
You said took your big back.
I was taken back when I saw her sideways.
Well, I think we passed that. I think it's all right.
We are.
Yes, that's it. And you better stop saying that we get into it like twice a year. We don't. We get into it way more than that.
Yeah, okay. That's cool too.
But I don't think that the chat drugged you and came for you like was that. Like,
and Michael, that's another thing. I never said that your chat drugged you. I never contacted when you said that.
Wait. I never said that. I said, did you hear what I said? As was reported.
Yeah, but you gotta wait. You gotta wait to do stuff to make it seem like somebody feels a certain kind of way, Mike.
Wait, did you hear what I just said? I watched a video where that was said, so I'm not perceiving anything. I'm going by what was said. You got to stop talking so much and listen sometimes. You're
No, I've
very
been.
defensive, and I'm on your side. I'm on your side. Man, you ain't. I'm on your side. But you do have a tendency that you would just go. And a lot of times, what we do is we're not listening to the person because we're too busy and we waiting to say, okay, my turn to say. So I'm not even hearing what you're saying because I'm studying about what my response is going to be. So I didn't say you said it. I said, as was reported, other people say, oh, they drug her. I don't think you were drugged, but you got to listen to and not be so defensive. I would not allow anybody to drag you like that. That is not what my platform is. I would never be around a person can't say nothing bad about you in my presence because you are my friend. Whether you
Right. So when they say I don't trust her, you feel like, well, I trust you. That's a good fine.
I don't trust you.
I'm just saying.
Look, I'm in a relationship. They ended up with you, so I don't trust you.
I see.
But no, yeah. Like I said, Tiffany, I did not know. And last night, I have to say, I had just my medicine. So when I kept saying, hold on, and yeah.
Everybody out here does not eat.
Oh, I think he mute. Most of this, y'all, is just me, Michael, going back and forth. I don't want nobody to take it no kind of way, or whatever. But for real, a lot of times, I do realize that people are watching us. It ain't like we got thousands of people watching us, but I realize what 100 and some, 600 and some people that may watch this on a replay or whatever. So they watching us and they form their own opinion. Okay, that's human nature. I'm not naive to that. I'm not, and I understand that people, they sit back and analyze because I sit back and analyze. I do that, and a lot of times we as a people watch stuff. And we watch people do stuff and we wonder like, hey, why do people, move like that? Or why do they do that? You know what I'm saying? That's just them moving and that's just them doing. And we, it is what it is. So I know a lot of people may look at me and say, why does she do that? I don't know about this. I don't know about that. That's cool too, but I can't please everybody. I'm not going to never be able to give the right answer to everybody to satisfy your questions. You know what I'm saying? That's unfortunate, but I generally do follow through. Okay, so I just want to assure y'all that I follow through, and I'm not accusing nobody of nothing. It happened. It is what it is. You would have thought that this was some type of major, like a novel or something. I don't know, but yeah, we all good.
For us, it wasn't that serious. We just getting to the end of it, to the bottom of it. It was all said and done. So it wasn't that big at all. This will be the last video on it. I'm looking at you sideways a little right now.
Well, I'm gonna tell you one thing. Close your one eye and look the other way. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad that we were able to address this. It's good, but like I said last night, you handled yourself well, so I didn't feel like I needed to be in it, or it didn't happen, but I was not even aware of.
Michael, it ain't about you feeling like you needed to be in it.
I was in heaven. I was flying.
I bet you was.
Okay, so other than that, we're done with it. I put a limb out to somebody. Olive branch. The olive branch is not broken. I will not be ever addressing them, so they can keep on doing whatever videos they want. It's so amazing. Listen, it's like watching myself when you hear your own words being used, your own phrases, and all of that. So I take that as a compliment. But you cannot be arguing with people that's not on your level. Period. But it's okay to address things. I have respect for you. I have respect for others, and I am glad as two Black women that y'all were able to talk and not make it something that everybody else was trying to make it. That makes sense.
Michael, it makes sense, honey. I just point out. It makes sense though. I got you. I got you. You know, I hope everybody got you.
Look, I'm doing my own little tour. I just had to get off here and get somebody together slightly. But
Well, I hope you're okay.
I'm one and
Well, I
done.
hope you're okay.
Oh, I'm always gonna be okay. Trust me. I'm the king, clapback king. Trust that. Hold on, my thing keeps saying close out. If I close down, I drop down and probably be back up if I do it. Hold on. Okay.
You good, Michael? Oh, he said he gonna drop down and get back up. Yeah, so you know, I love me some Michael. We're gonna always be friends. You know, it's so weird that little things can cause. I ain't even gonna say conflict, but it's weird to me. It really is weird to me, y'all. I'm not even thinking somebody attacked me. I don't know where that word attack came from. I never said somebody attacked me. I know other content creators who saw that live yesterday. They did commentary on it. It was saying that the chat drugged me and stuff. I didn't feel drugged at all. I didn't. You know what I'm saying? I didn't feel drugged at all. I did feel kind of like, whoa, where did that come from? You know what I'm saying? Like, the many times I've been on here, I ain't never heard any one of his subscribers say that type of verbiage. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't trust her. And I'm like, what could you have possibly seen in the last 20 minutes that screams that I'm not trustworthy? I'm just sitting up here talking to my friend about what's going on. You know what I'm saying? But I get it. This is YouTube. People are watching and they form their opinion. I get it. It's all love over here. I feel like I say everybody, but I feel like I spent way too much energy on this, and it's almost getting draining. So
Okay.
that's what Michael said. Michael said he's gonna pull back off of this. I'm most definitely gonna pull back off of this because it's giving high school, it's giving toddler, and this ain't what I do. It's draining to keep regurgitating.
You teach toddlers. Hey, keeping it real with AG. How you doing, sweetheart? But yeah, so a lot of times I say, a lot of times we give people little nuggets, and but if you shut up and people only have to argue with themselves, it's hard to argue by yourself. You hear me? At some point, you got to stop arguing with yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm past the confusion. I am over here peaceful. God is blessing me. Oh, and blessing me and blessing me. And I my mother's gone, and every day I wake up, I can make it through it. Another day, I am just blessed.
And so many different things. It's so many different things to talk about that's going on in the world. Major things that's going on in the world. You know what I'm saying? And it's a shame. It's almost embarrassing that this has happened. You know what I'm saying? Because it's so many different things that I could be talking about, and I will be doing that. On my channel, to have to clarify, events and all and verbiage and what I said and what I meant and all that. Like that's just too much. That literally is too much.
Alice in Wonderland said that was misconstrued information from the other channel, trying to start more confusion. And my thing is this. Sometimes I know it's hard, but sometimes you really have to pull back. As bad as you want to respond to something, because I kept saying this. I keep saying, I try to justify me. I said, well, you know what? I ain't never started nothing first. I only respond. And you don't have to respond. And so I had to stop using that as an excuse.
Mm-hmm.
And
You don't have
so,
to. And first of all, I'm gonna tell y'all not gonna hear me like. And I want to make sure that even with the live, that's why I'm trying to be as careful as possible. Like I say, the Lord has already told me, don't just shut up, don't say nothing else, because He's gonna take care of it. You know what I'm saying? Just shut
did,
up,
did,
and that's what I'm
did
doing.
the Lord ever did the Lord ever tell you to stop talking? I mean, no, that's
No,
the same thing.
He told me to cry loud and spare not. That's what He told me.
Right. But you know what? And then it's different if you arguing with someone that is beneath you, or if you arguing with someone and it makes no sense. You know, a lot of people will cloud chase. That's the biggest form of cloud chasing. When you
Yeah, but you gotta be
intentionally
careful with
argue
that,
with
Mike.
somebody.
We gotta be,
Huh?
and I know that's not what you're saying. We have to be careful with that, because I know before you even say something, I know that's not what you're saying. But is this situation, this whole thing beneath me? Yeah, it's beneath me. But the individuals, no, they're not beneath me, because you know why? God loves them too. You know what I'm saying? God loves them too, even though we can't see it. You like, oh, they really just agitates me. Guess what?
God loves
too.
people too, but He don't want you to be a fool. God don't want you to be no fool. You can love
I
people
understand
from
what I'm
distance.
saying.
I can love
I
you by
don't.
not. I can love somebody
Yeah,
by
but
not
I'm saying
dragging
he's
their
not
ass.
beneath me though. I'm not gonna say that he's
Okay,
beneath me.
keeping it real with AG. CMA, I need to talk to you. Do you want to talk to me on here behind? Let me know, because I will drop the link. I have no problem with that. That's just like another thing. I was so glad that me and AG were able to talk and get something clear, because a lot of things we don't do. Hold on, let me see what it. A lot of things that we don't do. A lot of times we do not. People never talk to each other and have a whole misconstrued understanding, all about what
Right.
somebody else said. A middle person getting in there that ain't got nothing to do with it. That ain't got a damn thing to do with it. Alice in Wonderland said 100. And you know what? Right now I'm keeping 100. I can't be mad if can you talk without mentioning God? What
Who
she
said
say?
that?
God, them lying religious, them
Hold on.
lying religious. Yeah.
Can you talk about Mr. God being lying, religious nut? Being lying. Who was it? Who was that?
This is somebody that's been around. You know, sometimes they come in nice, sometimes they come in crazy.
No, honey. I can't never talk without mentioning God. And see, that's what I'm talking about. Like, where did that come from? Am I offending her? Am I offending? Have I said something offensive? And then I'm gonna read
Okay.
this right. Let's make sure I read this correctly.
Oh, I just deleted and banned her.
What is that? Like a lying nut? Like, look, hey Mike, hey Mike. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead, because I this is draining. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead, because somebody came in. I'm gonna go ahead. I'll talk to you. Call me later.
Okay. Even Ellen said, "Oh my, oh my." See, I don't let something like that bother me. You have to just let that go. It's hilarious. I can't stand when you ain't seen somebody in a while, and then they come in here with a dumbass or ignorant ass statement like that. That was ignorant. It didn't make sense. First of all, just because you don't love God, don't mean don't girl bye, girl or boy. But you know, doing YouTube, and I've been doing it for 5 or 6 years. God has blessed me. God has taught me lessons. He's taught me who to mess with, who not to mess with, who to let go. Some people, you will never change their mind. I'm glad that I have been an inspiration to some people. And, you know, whether they like me or love me, I don't think about that. I thank God that I get through every day. And I don't even want to go there, because, like I said, I'm not even going to mention or say this person's name anymore, because I'm done with it. I'm done. And because a lot of people don't like to take accountability. That is one thing. I take accountability for everything I've said and done on YouTube. Hell, I can go to other channels and listen to some of the shit I've said, listen to some of my sayings and all of that. And I stand by it. It works for me. That's why you don't see me too worried about other people's channel. I do what works for me. If people want to say that I beg over here because I say I'm not on here for my health, I'm on here for a little wealth, that's exactly what the fuck. I stand in mine. I think a lot of people.
Excuse me, gentlemen. Do either of y'all need to paint?
Okay, so you guys, yes, a lot of people say, "Oh, but why I can't tell you who's begging." You know, some people say you're begging for something, but in the same breath, they're begging. You know, like the other day when I asked, I said, "Who was going to buy me dinner?" And Force again, y'all always showed out, and I loved it, and I loved it. I'm not mad. I'm not watching what nobody else gets. I'm not using nobody else's phrases. I do me. I don't have to think about nothing I've said because I always speak the truth. When you lie and lie and lie, you got to keep lying and keep lying and keep lying. And then you fuck up because you don't even remember what the fuck you said before. And that's why a lot of people, when you look at them, they sound silly. They sound silly. I sit here and I listen and I hear everything that I've said. I've seen people want to take what I've said and say they started it, and it trips me out. At this point, I said, you know what? I have to bow out gracefully. I don't care. Um, I'm gonna do me. I've been doing me. It works for me. I don't, people don't know what people do for me. Every time I come on here and do a lot, yes, I treat it as a job. What's wrong with that? See, you have some people to be on here and they'll tell you, oh, because see, they big and I don't. But you know what? I got bills. I got bills. I got bills to pay. Why don't you just come out and say, help me with my bills? Come on. But you cannot argue with crazy. You cannot go against crazy because no matter what you say or do, and if you have people that feed into that craziness, I've never been blamed for so much shit in my life. How you look? You get blamed for stuff that you don't even know. You be like, wait a minute, I was the reason you did that? Come on. Ellis, the one that said, the bottom line, we can all do what we want to do in this life. Come on, exactly. I ain't mad at nobody on YouTube. I ain't I ain't searching and looking at nobody like that on YouTube. I do me. I do me. That's why I told people don't send me no clips of nobody doing this and that. Look, CMA, they saying your word. Look, CMA, they doing exactly what you do. That's a compliment because I don't see nobody on here that I want to be like or emulate. Period. I like being me. And people can call it trolling. That ain't trolling. What it is that you can't find anything of your own to say. That ain't no trolling. I'm just doing it to mess with somebody. That ain't messing with nobody because you ain't got nothing else. Come on, somebody. April say, facts, Ellis, facts. Y'all know, we can look at it. We are grown folk. We know, we see what happened. And I have to learn myself and train myself not to react to things. And I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to react to things that is not going to help me, but helping the other person to have content. You know, it's something when somebody say you're good content, but you can't say that about them. Oh, you're good content, but I can't say you're good content. Come on, let's keep it real. And I ain't slurring. I ain't saying the same thing over and over. I'm in my right mind. Now I can go there. I can get a bitch together. I can make a bitch wish they was dead. That's it. That's enough. Stop, CMA. Come on. And I want to thank y'all that Ellis, what you laughing at? I'm just keeping it real, y'all. And I'm learning, even in my rehabilitation, I'm trying to go back from letting people have it because I'm so quick-tongued like that. And I don't want to have to be like that. I'd have not even went half of where I could go when it come to laying somebody, because can't nobody dox me. Can't nobody put my address up and I will give a fuck about it. I don't. I'm the epitome of I don't give a fuck. And I'm tired of playing with these little girls. These little girls on YouTube that call themselves men. Stop, little girls. Come on. How many times can I win? I don't have to get drunk, sloppy drunk, eyes bucking and mouth twitching. I don't have to do all that to lay a bitch out. And I don't have to lay somebody else out about getting their money. And then in the same breath, I'm begging. Ellis said, ain't nothing wrong with letting people have it. It's entertainment, of course. But what I can't stand is when somebody say, oh, CMA begs. And yet they turn around and use my same shit to beg. Come on, maybe I don't even know what nobody else get. I don't pay attention to it. And so why is somebody paying attention to mine? They for the cash app. I didn't beg, I just got a cash app. Look at God. Look at God. I ain't even begged and got a cash app. I ain't even said hit the cash app yet. Come on. What's for you is for you. Can't nobody stop you. People can say what they want to say all day long about you. And the reason people keep talking about you is because they are either jealous of what you're doing, or they can't talk about themselves. Nobody drug Queen over here. Nobody. They question her, which they have a right to. Hell, I question her. They question me over here. What is wrong with being questioned? Come on, somebody. Let's keep it real. But I'm tired of entertaining fools. I'm tired of entertaining dummies. I'm tired of entertaining. Come on. Come on. You know, you have people say, oh, I can get a bitch together. You can't even get your damn self together. Can't get your outfit together. How the hell are you gonna get me together? Come on. How you gonna pay your bills? Telephone bills. I thought I was listening to a goddamn Beyonce, what was a Destiny Child song? Can you pay my bill? Can you pay my telephone bill? I don't think you do. So, hey, El Chico, how you doing, baby? But yeah, like I said, at this time, I am good in it. I'm good on it. I'm glad that we that Uncle was able to say what she felt, Queen. I think they came to an understanding. That's what grown folk do. They don't do video after video after video after video. It ain't like Queen gonna get off this channel now, go to her channel and make a whole fucking 12-part series about it. You would think you watching Roots. Y'all know how long Roots the Next Generation. That was a long ass movie. And when somebody can talk about you like that long and every day, it says more about them than it does you. Now, I'm nice as hell. I'm nice as hell. I've been lenient. It don't help me to talk about nobody. Hey, mama, how you doing? My mother-in-law is in the building. Hi, mama. Mama, mama, we so happy to see you, mama. Oomy goo goo, mama. That's rude. Everybody's speaking like we do over here. And you y'all see, the one thing about over here with the Force again, we ain't blocking nobody I ain't cussing nobody out that got a difference in opinion with me. I'm open to that. I'm open to that. I don't want a bunch of yes people around me, people that's too scared to question me, to challenge me. That's not the type of channel I want. Oh, bitch, you're blocked. You probably over here spying on me. You blocked, bitch. No. We can have a dialogue. Exactly, Ellis. Exactly. Look how many dope fiends my mom and them called me the other day. I was like, wow, the Fortune gang is getting me together. But we laugh over here more than we get into it with somebody. We laugh much more. And that is what you would hope. That is what I want people, that's the type of channels I like. And we can agree to disagree, and then nothing's wrong with, come on. Come on. We can agree to disagree, and there's nothing wrong with that. Exactly. Exactly. For me to say, what? Come on. That's life. And you have some content creators that act like it's a privilege for y'all as subscribers to be in a shit when ain't nobody really listening to you any damn well. How you gonna block the person and you only got you only got two people in your chat, but you gonna block one of them? That don't make sense. Sweet Rita, now, come on. I think we had a good live tonight. And who was supposed to be here was here, and who wasn't, adios. Okay, everybody's speaking. Shit, I'm in recovery. I'm recovering. I done lost some weight in my belly. Even though I got 6 stitches. I mean, they went in me 6 different places. They went into me like, look, y'all. Y'all see how they look? You see that?
It works great.
That one.
If your diarrhea is
That one.
blood or from bad
Yeah.
food, you need that.
That one.
This will stop.
That's how many times.
But not if you got diarrhea like from some bad food.
That robot went all up in me.
Keep going. The Pepto, the Bismol.
That robot dug me.
It'll stop it. Okay.
Dug me out.
But I only have one.
Hold on.
You can give
Okay, y'all. So we got 18 people in here. I appreciate my people. I'm not gonna make y'all feel like that. I want y'all to be comfortable over here to say whatever it is that y'all want to say. Y'all support me too much for me to have y'all be scared that I'm gonna block y'all. Because if y'all say, Michael, you're wrong. Look, last night when I thought my cousin said, I'm good on you. Remember that last night? I thought they said I'm good on you, and it was like I'm good and you. And I could not. Y'all was like, wait, see you, man. Read it again. Read it again. That, it was two of my cousins that was in here. AG, we're gonna talk. You know how we usually talk. We're gonna talk. Okay, hold on. Mike, after I wrote, I have to run. Mike, after I wrote, I have to run, so I may not read comments until later. I'll rewatch. People forget Queen write books, plays, and you said hired, and you are both stars off of here. Why would she? Yeah, Queen hired me twice. Why would she need clout? After I wrote typo, okay, of course. Listen, I would say that she hired me a couple of times and paid my money. And as long as you can pay me my money, you good in my books. She has another thing coming up that I'm gonna open up and with doing stand up. So of course people don't understand that. Someone has never done anything. Someone that hasn't. The only time they've ever been popular is out on the yard. Yes, Queen does. She has a lot going on. A whole lot. She has a resume of excellence. And some of the most talented people are some of the craziest people. Van Gogh cut his ear off. Shit. What is that one guy, the aviator? What's up, Tiffany? Tiffany, who are you, Tiffany? Who are you? I'm just curious. Oh shit, he didn't take the olive branch. No, he didn't. He tried to look, he hit the panel, but I don't think he liked the questions that I was at, how I started it off, because that would have been taking accountability. So that bridge has been crossed over and tore down. That bridge has been crossed over and tore down. Now fuck with me if you want. No, I'm just joking. Whoa. So like I said, I thank God. Um, hold on 1 minute, y'all. Hold on 1 minute. You got to get their ass together sometime. I'm back, y'all. I'm back. Enjoying Life 20. Hey, Ellis. And my missus is enjoying life. Hey, Upward. I had to change my name on here. That's all. Still your Detroit homie. 4C game for life. My Detroit homie. Who are you? I mean, what's your name? Do I know you? So anyway, let's talk about my operation. Was a success. I thank God for that. I made it through a 4.5 hour surgery. So you think I got time to be thinking about other shit? Cooper's kids are talking about, oh, okay, wow, okay, all right. That's different. Alice, I said yesterday, Mike extended the olive branch, the leaves, and the tree trunk. I did. But hell, the tree has been chopped down now. The tree is chopped down. But it's still not going to take me out of my place of protecting my peace. Y'all know we done been on, some of y'all done rocked with me from day one. And through it all. And like I said, I got to stop making up excuses saying, oh, I only react. You know what? I don't even need to react. I'm going to stop reacting to anything. Because that's what some people want you to do is react. Because that keeps that back and forth. No, I'm not back and forth with nobody. No, I don't have time. I don't have the energy. And you cannot, if a person don't get it and take accountability, then there's no reason that you should even entertain them. Period. I'ma always rock with you, bro. Yes, happy early anniversary to you and your husband. Well, my mama said because you're his only content. And you only can argue by yourself so long. And I would think that people would get tired of the same old thing, same old thing, same old thing, same old thing. Ellis say, absolutely, Tara, only content. And you know what? I looked at the whole video one time yesterday for the first time, and I had to laugh myself a little bit. A bunch of lies, but I laughed. You know, when you're a superstar like me, when you're famous, when you have worked with celebrities, yes, you tend to you have your head up a little higher. Taylor said, all he do is show your videos. And I don't even strike. I don't even strike. Because I've used this face once or twice. Rest in peace to Mommy. She used to say, you can't argue with a damn fool. Exactly. 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 And if y'all notice, and this is the last thing I'm going to say about him, if y'all notice, when I did allow him up, and I said what's it first, that was meaning that means that they had to handle the truth. And they didn't want to. I get it. They have the right to that. But that's my last chance. I mean, that's my last time. It ain't gonna make a day in my life. Ain't nothing gonna change. Ain't nothing gonna change. I woke up this morning, got in the shower, shaved my head, trimmed my mustache, brushed my teeth, and I'm going to do the same thing tomorrow. Come on. Come on. Come on. I will. I sure will. And then, you know, I'm 56 and I don't even look it. I'm 56 with a big, okay, maybe I shouldn't say that. But God is good. God's good. And I'm glad that I have a bunch of sane mind people. A bunch of people that's in their right mind. Y'all not gonna allow me to get up here and talk rhetoric and bullshit. Y'all are going to call me out. If I'm lying, y'all are going to say, CMA, that's not true. And I know y'all would. No, CMA, that's not true. That's not how it happened. You started it. Put a one in this chat if y'all would call me out on if I was on here lying. Put a one in the chat if I got on here and said some shit. Would y'all just go along with it? And I'm not gonna block you. No, I think that is so weird for content to block somebody, content creators to block somebody because of the fact somebody's calling them out on this shit. Come on. Come on. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it 100. April said it won. I know y'all would. I know y'all would. And I'm glad that y'all feel comfortable enough to be able to say that to me. Don't let me be up here lying like a motherfucker. Ellis, exactly. Mike is okay with someone disagreeing with him. That is a part of life. That is a part of life. Y'all, people have a right to their opinion. It's the way you say it. But some content creators, you can't say nothing. Bitch, you're blocked. Bitch, stay from over here. You're blocked. I think that is so disrespectful. As we all should be, Tara. That's the real world. Come on, somebody. And then people wonder why they get mad when somebody bless you with a cash app or something. And the reason they mad about it because they ain't getting it. Because they ain't getting it. Maybe they need to look at it as if it's a job. Come on, somebody. Come on, somebody. Why do I feel drained tonight? I felt a little drained. All I want to do is have some fun. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Can y'all tell I lost some weight? I still can't eat red meat. I'm gonna eat some red meat. I gotta wait 3 weeks. I gotta wait 3 weeks. Yes, I do. I gotta wait 3 weeks. But Mike, remember what Cass Out said, you ain't got no haters if you not popping, period. Exactly. Yes, sir, imagine that. April, because the truth not in him. You have to keep it real. You have to keep it real. And that's what I'm always do. I'm always do. But now let's not get it twisted. If I gotta get a bitch together, I will. Don't ever think I ain't gonna not do that. But it's gotta be worth it. It's got to be worth it. Miss Tara, hold on. Hey, because the truth not in her. Miss Tara messed up because I wouldn't want to think like half of these folks out here laugh out loud. April, me either. Come on, y'all. Let's just keep it real. Let's keep it real. We already know. I've been on here for 1 hour and 48 minutes. I've been talking. Make sure y'all support the channel. Like, comment, subscribe, share, thumbs up, thumbs it up.
Okay.
Hi, how you doing? You all right? I'm blessed. April says, me either. Yes, mama, drop that cash app. Y'all make it worth my while. I'm not on here for my health, just a little wealth. It's a business. You know, I heard somebody saying that it's a business. It's amazing. People will take your sayings and then say they started it. I've had quite a few people do that on here. But I thank God that I'm popular like that, because I wouldn't want to use nothing associated with another content creator. I would not. I have to be original. Originality is the key. You don't want to see the same thing over and over, day in and day out. You want to see something different. You know, you want to see something. I love to cook. When I go grocery shopping, I got y'all with me. If I have a doctor's appointment, I got y'all with me. Hospital Chronicles. And the funniest thing when somebody say, I ain't watched the video, but can tell you everything that you did in your video, that is hilarious. I didn't watch it. But that part when you said so, I was like, God damn it, you just told me the whole video for you not to have watched it. My mama didn't raise no fool. My mama raised a young black man that has his own mind, his own creativity. Come on, somebody. Tiffany said, well, I got to get up and go to bed for work at 9 a.m. and get baby girl up for school. Have a blessed night, Miles and chat. All right, thanks for dropping in, bro. Appreciate it. Always welcome over here. Detroit in the house. Detroit. It's just something about Detroit people. We are just, we cut differently. We cut from a different cloth. Oakland the same way. I feel that. And in the long run, when somebody keeps mentioning your name and you stop talking about them, watch what happens. Watch what's happened. They have to go back to old videos and videos from 2 and 3 and 4 years ago. If that's where you want to be stuck at, baby, I'm in 2025. I'm in 2025. Come on, somebody. Do y'all think this was a good video tonight? Put a microphone in the chat if y'all think we had a good video tonight. Put a microphone in the chat if y'all think we had a good video tonight. You said, I've seen the dumbass Detroit people. Oh, yes, we got some dumbass ones here, too. No, I was talking to them. They said, I'll say this stuff. You want me to pick it up?
I'm good.
You got it. Yes, my mama dropped the microphone. April dropped the microphone. I thought it was very, very good. And wasn't all that cussing and downing other people. See, a lot of people, the only time they think they can have some good content if they're downing somebody else. If they're downing somebody else. I don't have to down other people to lift myself up. When you downing somebody all the time and you calling out somebody all the time, that means you're not taking ownership of your own shit. Just I wish Queen hadn't left. Well, I guess she felt, I guess she felt Ellis put a microphone. Thank you, but I guess she felt she said everything she needed to say. Did we go back? I was washing hands. All I heard her say was, "I'm leaving." No, no, I don't think so. I think she had said everything she needed to say. I think she had said everything she needed to say. She even reached out and spoke to somebody that was dragging the fuck out of her. She was like, "How you doing?" uh-huh. But one thing we can't call Queen is somebody that's lackluster, somebody that has not done some amazing things in the entertainment field. I can vouch for that. She has done great things in the entertainment field. We both have. We have worked with quite a few celebrities. Hell, we are celebrities. Come on. And when people try to minimize that or downplay that, that's because they haven't done anything that even compared to that. Come on, we can yell and rah, rah, rah all day long. The loudest person in the room is the fakest person in the room. The loudest person in the room is the scariest person in the room. I can get my point across without raising my voice. Oh, my back itch. Oh, oh my God. Oh, see, I wish my mom was here. I'd be like, "Mama, scratch my back." And she would scratch my back. I love my mom. My mama had me when she was 19 and a half, which made us 20 years apart. She was literally 19. She was literally 19 years, 5 months, and a day older than me. It's nothing like a mother's love. It's nothing like a mother's love. Oh, grandma is cool. I love my grandmama. But you know, I thought when I lost my grandmama, my world was at an end. But at my mother's funeral, I turned to that casket. I said, "Mama, you know what? I owe you an apology." Because I thought my grandmother being in that casket was the end of my world. But baby, it's nothing when it's your mama that's laying in that casket. Mm, I went over there. I was scared to touch dead body. Baby, I kissed my mama. I laid in the casket, laid my head on her breast one last time. "Mama, I love you. Mama, I thank God that He chose the mother I had. I thank God that He allowed her to be in my life." Mm. People can take videos and try to twist them all they want. But baby, one thing you can't take away was the love of my mother and son. And I feel sorry for those that haven't. Any son that didn't have that mother-son relationship. I keep telling y'all, if you got your mama, love on her. Because I loved on my mama. It was nothing more I could have said, nothing else I could have done. I cry because she's not here. Not because I regret anything. I don't regret shit. One thing, anybody that really know us, they always say, "We know how you and your mama was. You and your mama was close." Why would I hang with somebody every day that couldn't stand me? Why would she want to hang with me every day if she didn't like me? That is hilarious. That is asinine. I only have to respond to that dumb bullshit. Come on, somebody. Let's keep it real. We know who Michael Ann loved. She loved me. Come on, somebody. That was my ace bone coon. My everything. She was my everything. Oh, I gotta upgrade again. Okay, yeah, I think I'm about to end this live. I done been on here too long. It's good. I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope you all have a great, wonderful day. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. Donate. Not donate, just support. All right, this your boy, comedian Michael Allen. I'm out. Till next time. I'll be doing a live tomorrow. I gotta take this pill and I'm gonna be zoned out. All right, y'all. Good live, Mike. Everyone have a blessed night. Thank you. Miss Nurse R.N. Smith says, night, night to you, baby. Thank you, guys. Well, I'll do something tomorrow. I got a whole lot of different things I'll be doing on this channel as well. And one will not be responding to anybody. Okay, everybody say good night. All right. Love y'all all. Comedian Michael Allen, I'm out. Peace.